New at 10, rape and sexual assault, startling allegations at a facility that holds illegal immigrants. It's said to be happening in Pearsall, just about an hour outside of San Antonio. News 4 troubleshooter Brian Collister live tonight, uncovering how some guards may be victimizing the women they are supposed to be protecting. Brian?
Delane, many of the immigrants at this facility are women. Some of them left their home countries because they were being abused, but only to wind up here and being abused again behind these bars.
No. Illegal immigrants caught by a Border Patrol agent as they cross the Mexican border into Texas, risking their lives for the chance at a better life. Many of them are caught and brought here to the South Texas Detention Complex in Pearsall. Once inside, they're cut off from the outside world for months while waiting to be deported. But these walls and razor wire can no longer hold back what's going on inside.
It was going on a lot. It was going on almost all the time, this sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse by the guards.
I don't think it's right.
Which this former detainee says is rampant. While she was there, she rejected advances by one of those guards, but says other girls were too scared to put up a fight.
Some of the guards actually try to force themselves on the girls, and that they told them that if they'd ever said anything about it, they had the power with ICE to deport them and close their case, and they had the power to do that and the authority.
So if they didn't respond to their sexual advances, they would get them deported?
Yes, that's what they would tell the girls.
The guards work for a private company called GEO. They're hired by ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, to run the prison. Sexual contact with detainees is not allowed. In fact, it's a crime.
Some of the girls ended up pregnant by some of the officers there.
She says one of those who got pregnant was a girl from Guatemala named Marley. Her case is mentioned in this incident report obtained by the News 4 troubleshooters. It detailed how last May, a guard reported being told by another guard that he'd had sex with Marley, who has already been deported back home. That guard accused of having sex with Marley was Joseph Canales. The troubleshooters tracked him down.
This is a document talking about how you got one of the detainees pregnant.
I didn't get anybody pregnant.
It says that you had a sexual relationship with one of the detainees. And Marley from Guatemala? And that they fired you for it?
When we asked him to explain,
Yeah, I don't have anything to say.
he doesn't have anything to say, but listen to what he says next.
Whatever happened a long time ago.
He says whatever happened a long time ago. After the incident report, Canales was fired, but ICE will not tell us if they referred the case for prosecution. The U.S. Attorney's Office says it has no case against Canales. Still, there are other sexual assaults we've uncovered. This is an email sent by an ICE officer to his supervisors, notifying them that a detainee had told him about a GEO sergeant who was having sex with one of the female detainees.
Did you become aware that there was sexual abuse of these inmates going on?
Yes.
This is the ICE officer who sent that email. He says some of the GEO guards prey on the female detainees by lying to them and promising they can help them stay in the United States.
If they had the opportunity, I mean, some of the guards were just touching, groping, but they had the opportunity, they had sex with them. The female detainees, a lot of them were willing because they thought it was somehow their chances of staying were going to increase. That's not the case whatsoever, especially if ICE is concerned. I mean, if they can keep it under wraps, they'll keep it under wraps.
To keep it under wraps, he says he was fired after reporting what was going on inside here. And he's not the only one. We've also talked to a GEO guard who says they also were fired after reporting sexual abuse by other guards.
We tried to talk to GEO about the allegations.
The wardens, I'm Brian Collister with Channel 4.
But this warden at the facility said he could not talk about it.
I'm not at liberty to make any comments on anything right now.
We also got a no comment from ICE. But the man in charge did recently speak to News 4 for another story about how they deport illegals. And this is what he said about how detainees are treated.
Well, I mean, I think ICE has a clear commitment to not only safe detention and movement, but also humane detention and movement.
Now, we also talked to a spokesman for GEO, the company that hires the guards here. They claim that they weren't aware of any sexual assault cases at this facility. When we asked about the case outlined in this incident report, we got absolutely no response. Now, they may not want to talk about what's going on here, but we're not done digging. We'll be back in the days and weeks ahead as we uncover more. I'm News 4 troubleshooter Brian Collister.
Thanks, Brian.